again.
They're all serious now. They were just dancing.
Boy, Trump's about to come and kick your ass. Huh? Trump's about to come and kick us out.
Why? Not the wall.
Not the wall. And we're back for part 2. Odyvia build, S14. First part we didn't do anything. We actually went backwards. We made brackets, but that didn't really turn out pretty good because it was sticking way too high up. So we came back and we went to Lowe's, and he picked up some like really skinny aluminum. So it's kind of like to mock it up. That way, like we could get like the form right, like how we're gonna mount it. And after it sits right, then we're gonna go back and use the the thicker steel. But yeah, as you can't tell from the first video, he's going on the Odyssey front end from Japan. Was it an RB1 or something like that?
RB1.
An RB1 Odyssey. So it's like the 03 to like around that 2003 Odyssey, I guess.
Yeah. Oh.
So pretty much we already have the wiring like figured out. So except for the turn signal, but I mean we'll figure that out later. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's gonna be like the first channel that actually like does like a how to install the headlights on the S14, because literally if you look it up on YouTube, no one's really, I mean people has done it, but no one's really actually like explained how to do it. I mean, I'm not saying we're probably gonna do it like the right way, but we're gonna make it work. So if you ever try to do this front end, you could probably look through here, see if you like how we did it. But trust me, you're not really gonna see much information on how to install it. And yeah, we're learning as we go. Right now we're waiting on him to change the wheel off the cutoff wheel. But yeah. Alright, so pretty much after like watching like videos of like the front end on other cars, or like pictures online, it looks like they cut this little, one of these like tabs off. Because the first time we tried to mount it, we actually made like a bracket off the top one, like to up here, but it was like sticking way too high up. Like the hood was never going to close that way. So what we're going to do is going to actually like cut off these tabs on top of the headlights, on both headlights, so that way they could sit like pretty flush to the fender. And yeah, I mean this is literally like watching through videos and pausing it at the right spots, because no one really talks about how to mount them, but I guess we are. So we're gonna try to find a way to mount it all. We're gonna try to mount them today and wire them today.
Bro, what the fuck?
See how that goes.
Are you even gonna be able to see anything?
It's Justin.
Yo, what's up? Are these like convex or something?
So Jess said he wanted to move out from his parents' house. It's a little small, but it's perfect for him. He's got his car right there, front door, and the little ladder when he wants to get out from the back to the backyard. Alright, let's get back to work on this. There.
So what, you gonna put another one on that other side and put it like that?
Yeah.
Are you gonna put one up here?
Depends. I don't know. We're kind of guessing as we go.
Yeah.
This is hard.
nigga Jose headlights. What?
Boy, what the?
I do something.
Alright guys, we got Myth right here and we got Ninja right there.
Who am I?
He's
in the FaZe clan.
Yeah. But yeah, we're doing this other bracket, pretty much like imitating what the first one we did. Because it kind of worked, but it kind of didn't. But now that we have this one kind of supporting it, it should work. What do you think? You think it's gonna work?
It might fall off, but
Well, I mean.
You're in the sun. Boy, you see where the mic's at?
I wasn't recording.
Oh.
Okay.
Alright, got one mounted, kinda. We got 3 mounts, one right there, one down there, and then one on the side. I mean, we're gonna...
Yo, watch out, bro.
We're gonna go and eat something and we'll come back and make it out of the thicker steel. It's looking better than the first try.
Yeah.
But after we take it off, we'll show you the bracket.
First try, kind of, anyway.
Yeah, we actually went somewhere now. We're gonna get some wings. Y'all hungry?
Y'all hungry? Hell yeah, bro.
Fat nigga.
Where you finna go eat? Where you finna go eat?
Immigration, open up.
You got papers?
But yeah, I mean, it's some progress. Look, it's actually mounted with zip ties and brackets temporarily. This is actually like better than the first one we tried.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the first time we tried, it was a complete failure. Like it was sticking way too high up.
Oh, for real?
But when we get back after eating, we're gonna take the brackets off, make it out of the thicker steel, and we'll show you how we made it and where we bolted it on. So if you ever need to do this conversion on S14, you kind of get an idea how we did it. I mean, I'm not saying it's the right way to do it, but I mean, look, it's actually not too bad. And like right now, he only has the fenders and the headlights. He doesn't have the front bumper or the hood. So we're still gonna rock the Zinky hood. Yeah, I actually had to get this cut, and we put like some foam in there. It looks like shit, but this is a front end conversion on a budget. On a budget. Let's go eat.
I'm slowly going off the edge. We're good. Damn.
Is that one bracket?
I hope so. Boy, that's pendejo. It wasn't recording at all.
You better use extra protection on this. Put headlights upside. Next thing you know, your headlights gonna go flying.
¿La qué, güey?
A la verga.
¿A dónde vas? ¿A dónde vas? A la verga. Nigga, stop using your phone, bro. Stop saying all these damn dick pics, nigga. Pinche little shrimp que te cargas.
So can you explain them what you had to cut to make your headlights fit? Since I wasn't here for the cutting.
I mean, you just cut the big square right there.
Was it like a whole cover?
Yeah, it was just a cover where the headlight used to be at.
But it was like all blocked off, right?
Yeah, cut it all off from the corner all the way to where it ends right there.
Oh. Okay, so if you ever need to do the conversion, you gotta cut this section off to make the new headlight fit more further in, I guess.
Yeah, because the back part of the headlight doesn't fit.
Yeah, because the back part of the headlight starts hitting the metal pieces, so you gotta make like a square box and cut it off, and then just kind of like grind down the edges so it doesn't cut up the wiring or anything. Regardless, you're probably still gonna add like a little thing around the edges because it's still a little bit sharp. But yeah, and then where's the brackets at? Oh, the painting. Alright, these are the brackets we made. This one right here, it's for the side mount of the headlight. This one's the top mount of the headlight, and then this is the bottom mount for the headlight. These two are pretty like heavy duty steel, and then this one's made out of aluminum. This one's only like a little support beam. Well, it's not even supporting, it's just kind of like aligning it. So that's why we left this one aluminum. But yeah, all these are like custom made. Pretty much this is for the passenger side, but regardless, they're the same brackets that we made for the other side to make it work. So it's more or less the same brackets. But once we have these brackets on the car, I'll show you exactly where we mounting them. So yeah, I guess hit us up if y'all need help on your Odyvia front end. Even though we don't really know what we're doing, but it's coming out somewhat. And I mean, the brackets, I mean, they're alright. The only bad thing about running this top bracket is now we can't really put the hood prop down at the spot, so it kind of like stays up. But I gave him an idea that he could run like hood dampeners on the new hood. That way he could just eliminate that hood prop.
Oh, you say this should work?
It's a big question. Do you regret going Odyvia?
Kinda. I really wanted S14, but I also like this one, and this one was more rare. So
I mean, I feel like once you get the hood and bumper, it wouldn't be.
If I ever get it.
If you ever get it. Because right now, only like that's the only place you could literally get it from, right?
Unless you buy it from Japan, but that's like $5 grand, $4 grand.
And that's actually like the actual. That's the actual like the real fenders and real hood from the, and not fiberglass. Honestly, it, you know, that would probably fit better since it's all metal, not fiberglass.
But it's so expensive.
I know.
That's like another chassis.
This is pretty much Odyvia front end on a budget. Well, somewhat in a budget, because it's still kind of expensive.
Yeah, it's still kind of expensive.
I mean, like I was telling him. I mean,
I've seen pictures like on the fitment from them with the Odyvia front. None of them are perfect.
Right.
Like if you zoom in, like from far away, they post far away pictures. So if you zoom in to like the headlight area, you can
it looks good on pictures, so pretty much the catfish on pictures.
Yeah.
In person, it doesn't look the same. I mean, we're telling you the flaws. I mean, right now on camera, it probably looks alright, but in person, it's not perfect. But I mean, it's not bad. And right now, I was telling him pretty much since we only have the fenders and lights, this is actually like 10 times harder. Because we don't know how the hood lines up to the lights or the bumper lines up to the lights. So we're kind of, guesstimating. But I mean, regardless, whenever he does get the hood and bumper, I mean, all these brackets, they're pretty much adjustable. Meaning we could cut slits into them so we could adjust in, up, or down, or however we want.
Don't hit them.
Alright, we got the headlights mounted, or like the mounts situated already. I mean, it's not the best fitment, but we're going off by just the fenders because he doesn't have the hood or bumper yet. So it's kind of weird to line them up, so this is the best we could. This one's on. We still gotta wire it up, but over here, let me show you the brackets. Got this top one, this lower one, and this side one that we made. That actually bolts up to a bolt hole too. And it's pretty much exactly the same on this side. We're just going over and redoing the ones that we made out of aluminum because it's pretty flimsy, and making it out of thicker metal. You gonna paint them?
Yeah, before it gets rusted.
Yeah. After you got them paint them, I'm gonna show them off in the picture or in the video, so they can kind of see the brackets of how we bent them.
They gonna look foo-foo.
Everything looks better on camera.
You're right.
Now I'm gonna go ahead and wire his lights up. We're gonna go legit. There goes my mic. We're gonna use a solder and heat shrink, and we're pretty much gonna run the high, low, and turn signals. We're gonna splice into his OEM harness. Pretty much using the same connectors that his stock ones ran, we're gonna put it onto this, which is the HID version. Pretty much powering up the HID, which makes the low beam work. But let me start doing that. Right now, I'm wiring up the passenger side. We did the driver side yesterday, and pretty much we're just cutting and splicing into the OEM harness, just tapping into the same headlight wires that the car is running, same high beams and all that. And yeah, these are the wires right here. It's pretty simple. Just give it power to the ballast and turns up the headlight. And we are actually soldering, so it's pretty professional, pretty legit. We got the solder heating up there. Even though if you are soldering wires, always remember that it's hot, because Andres put his hand down and he forgot the solder was on the ground and he burnt his whole hand. So yeah, it's pretty bad. But yeah, let me get start soldering, and that way I can show you after I get like all the wire soldered, see how we're like rounding it, how we're connecting it and all that. But it's pretty simple. Alright guys, got the headlights, low beam and high beam wired in, soldered in. Pretty good, ain't gonna go nowhere. Now what we're trying to figure out is the turn signal, because for some reason it's staying on. Like as soon as you turn your headlights on, the corner light stays on, and as soon as you try to turn the turn signal, the rear turn signal starts blinking really fast, but this one stays on. So we're trying to figure out what we did wrong, or we grabbed the wrong connector or what. Alright, so this side's done. It's all wired in. Turn signals, high beam, low beams. And they're all soldered in, heat shrinked, nicely and protected. Last thing that's gonna go over this is gonna be like wire loom that we bought somewhere in that bag. It's gonna tidy up the harness, and that'll be it for this side. So now we're gonna go on that side and actually wire the turn signal properly, because yesterday it wasn't working because of the same issue we were having here. But yeah, it should work now. And once we mount the brackets on the car, I'm gonna show y'all how we got it to work somehow. And if you guys like it, let us know. Got him dressed over here, tucking up the wire, looking at knives and OEM. It looks pretty good, no?
Yeah.
Look, he already did this side.
Except for the turn.
Well, except for the turn, we still got to do this side, but well, this little wiring. But the rest, wire loomed, zip tied, pretty tidy, and he rerouted it behind, like the cross or like the front support, so it's like nice and hidden. And here's the brackets. Once again, this is the top one from here to here. Bottom one, main support, here to here. It's pretty much like a, it's not quite a 90, it's probably like a 75 or 85 degree bend right here to the lower mount. And then we got this one, this side support beam, which goes straight up, and it kind of does like a little U going up. I don't know why we did a U, but honestly it worked out pretty good because you could fit a tool back here, or a wrench or anything.
I can't use my hand, that's why.
Oh, yeah. So it's like easy space to, you know, fit a tool in there to get the bolt in and out. But yeah, these are like the three main brackets that holds the headlights in place. And like I said, I mean, all these brackets, they're pretty much adjustable. What I mean by adjustable, meaning you can bend them to how you want them. But this is how it's gonna sit for now, because like I said, we only have the fenders and the lights. He's still gonna run the Zinky hood for now, and no front bumper, so it's gonna look kind of weird for a little bit if he ever gets the front bumper and the hood for the car, but we'll see. And yeah, let's just go ahead and throw the headlights back on so you can see the finished product, and so you can see that all the lights work. Alright guys, there's the headlights mounted. Honestly, like, the brackets work pretty good. Like, I was able to line up the headlights back the same, no problem. I mean, like I said, all these brackets are adjustable. Right now it's sitting decently, I guess. I mean, at least it fills the gap on the fender on both sides, as you can see. Now let's show you, I'm gonna show you that the lights actually work this time. Alright guys, we're finally done. As you can see, the lights are mounted, brackets made it easy. Alright, turn the headlights on. As you see, headlights turn on. Those are actually OEM HID bulbs. There's a OEM HID ballast. Alright, do high beams. High beams work too. Alright, just do the right turn signal right now. Right turn signal works. And we found out that the bulb, well, it was on that side, the right turn signal bulb was bad, so we swapped it over here. And yeah, it was the bulb. So tomorrow he has to go pick up a new bulb, but we know for sure that that one works because we swapped over the turn signal bulb over here and it works fine right here. So yeah, all the lights work, high, low, and turn signals work. They're mounted, they're pretty solid. It's not, oh, not bad. It's not gonna go nowhere. As you can see, look at that. It's so solid, it's not gonna go anywhere. And yeah, that's it. I mean, I guess this is the first how-to S14 Odyvia conversion on YouTube, because no one really shown how to do it, even though it's probably not the right way, but it worked for us. Are you happy?
I just want to drive my car.
I mean, you got working lights now.
Yeah. I mean,
and they're legit because they're all soldered in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's it for the S14. Oh, we still got to primer the hood and the fenders though, so we'll do that some other day, probably after you get it back from emissions.
We'll go tomorrow.
You go tomorrow. But yeah, that's it, because we already have this half primered. As you can see, it's pretty good.
Well,
it's not bad. I guess whenever you get it back, we'll film it better in the daylight. But that's it. That's the end of the S14.
now
go eat some tamales.
Oh yeah, we gotta eat some tamales because we're fucking starving.
Yes.
Well, yeah. If you enjoy this little, it's not even a series. It's just literally gonna be one video. If you enjoy this, if you do end up doing an S14 or even an S13 Odyvia conversion, comment below. If you need help, let us know. I mean, like I said, we're not professionals, but we made it work.
Well, on S13, it'll probably fit better, cause that's mainly what
the kit sells for, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, regardless, it's fiberglass. It's not gonna line up perfect. Well, yeah, I guess that's it. Like I said, if you do this conversion, comment below. If you need help, maybe like message me or something. I could probably help you out in the brackets. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this video, because like I said, we're the first ones to actually do a do-yourself project on an S14
Dang, I want some
Odyvia.
Buffalo House now. I just saw someone Snapchat post that Buffalo.
But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks. Don't forget to share. Like I said, we're the first ones that did this conversion on YouTube. I mean, we're not the first ones, but we're the first ones to film it, how to do it. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye.
I can literally see through my hood.
Oh yeah, I see that.
I see a big ass hole. Oh my god, that's loud.